We have some new predictions from Ming-Chi Kuo that kind of conflict with everything that we were expecting from Apple this year. It looks like Google will announce something with the Pixel 4 that we weren't actually expecting, and Apple might retake the number 2 spot in smartphone sales by the end of this year. I'm Jaime Rivera, and is it just me, or instead of the Pixel rumors intensifying with more leaks, we're actually now falling back into rumors? It's kind of weird. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with deals. Obviously, Apple Watch Series 4 and 5 are devices I've recommended. In the case of Series 3, if you go for the LTE variant, I do recommend that you do get the ceramic back at the bottom. But think about it as if you're looking for a deal. Right now, Amazon has the 38mm variant of the Series 3 for $188 shipped, which is the lowest price we've seen. The 42mm variant is available for $229, and Apple Watch Series 4 is also $129 off if you follow the link in the description. Definitely, these are good options. You can learn more again. Now let's move the spotlight over to the Samsung Galaxy Fold. I've had, probably a week with it. It's been a great experience so far. Have not had any issues, but obviously we've seen some nitpicky cases, and there's one that just emerged. We have had a couple of reports of a couple of users having issues with the Galaxy Fold, but none more peculiar than this one. A user in France is having problems with the device because the device's branding is falling off. It's really not a major issue, but truly, it's a $2,000 phone, so I get it. Now, if you watch Zach, Jerry Rig Everything, you watch his video, you see that you can actually peel this off. I just didn't expect it to happen so quickly. Obviously, I'll let you know if I have any issues with mine. Do you remember the Essential phone? Because I loved it, and then it just stopped being a great thing, and it wasn't a great thing from the beginning because the camera was trash. But it seems that we're actually getting an Essential phone too, but it's not at all what you were expecting. Andy Rubin just tweeted out some interesting photos that could be the Essential phone 2. He referred to them as Project Gem, which is the code name that XDA found last month. They are very large and very thin phones that pretty much do mimic more of a candy bar than anything. They have a weird new customizable UI, a punch hole up in the front, and a single camera at the back with a very interesting design. The company says that this is a new device to reframe your perspective on mobile, but it's just a taller phone. I mean, that's the way I see it, but we'll see. Now, if you remember, Huawei was aiming to be the top #1 selling smartphone brand as of this year, and obviously those plans got truncated because of the ban. The question is exactly how much truncated, and today we get details. According to DigiTimes, the ban affected the company so much that Apple actually might regain the #2 spot. This is also to do with the fact that the market is apparently loving the iPhone 11 lineup. The report claims that they might retake the #2 spot as of Q4 2019, which would be major considering the fact that Apple sells a lot less phones, meaning variants compared to Huawei, or, well, obviously has less lineups because sales, yeah, that's a different story. And how about if we also talk about the Google Pixel 4, Pixel 4 XL? Those of you wondering exactly what we're getting at the Pixel event, apparently these won't be the only devices. According to new reports, we might be getting a 5G variant of the Pixel 4, along with the LTE variant. Now, the report claims that there are little to no details on the differences between the LTE variant and the other, and there are also some conflicting sources that claim that we might not necessarily get it, that it could wait until 2020 to be announced along with the Pixel 4a as another LTE variant indeed. And the interesting part is that Google is expecting to sell 10 million Pixels, which is such a contrast when you compare it to iPhone's 70 million units. And that's 10 million, I believe, for the year, but we'll see. And finally, the hottest news today have to do particularly with Apple and the company's lineup. I mean, usually we get an event in October where we get to see Mac hardware, where we get to see refreshes and iPads. And as it turns out, it seems that it's not really going to happen in October. We have a new timeline for Apple in 2020, according to Ming-Chi Kuo. The first is where we see the iPhone SE2 happening in Q1 2020, along with the iPad Pro, which we were actually expecting to see in October. We also see a MacBook with the scissor switches in Q2, but it doesn't specify if this is going to be that 16-inch MacBook Pro that we really want to see. In Q2, we also see an AR headset, which will apparently be made by Apple in collaboration with some third-party brand. And then finally, in Q3, we should expect to see the 5G iPhones, next generation iPhones. Think about it as, let us know in the comments down below. I mean, what do you think? Right now, Apple is having so many issues with their MacBooks, particularly with those keyboards, in addition to the fact that, sure, it's time for a refresh from iPads. Do you think that it's better for Apple to wait it out, or do you think it's a smart idea to actually get things right and launch things until next year? Because in my case, I can't wait for a refresh for my iPad Pro, honestly. And I obviously would love the new MacBooks, particularly because, yeah, I'm having issues with my keyboard too, but I'd rather Apple get it right this time. That's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also, follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see what I do with these phones. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.